Welcome back, everybody, to our Midwestern Dynasty, where today we are playing in the Bahamas Bowl. It's our first bowl game appearance ever, and we are looking to bounce back from our loss in the conference championship game to Kennesaw State. On top of all that, we really want to send the 23 seniors that we have on our roster out the right way with a win, while also getting some of our younger players some extra playing time to get a glimpse of what the future could look like at Midwestern. So let's see if we can do just that, get a win, and have momentum heading into the offseason and next season. The team that we are taking on in the Bahamas Bowl, that would be the Appalachian State Mountaineers, who went 7-5 in the regular season with a 6-3 conference record in the Sun Belt Conference. It will be App State starting the game with possession, and they are going to complete a pass on the right side to Dalton Stroman, the top receiver for him this year. He has 825 receiving yards coming into this game. A run for Kanye Roberts, and he'll pick up a couple of yards. Already has more yards in this game than he had in his last. Third down, a quick pass is caught at the sticks by the tight end David Larkins, and they're going to roll him short of the first down, so App State is going to put the ball away. Midwestern at their 22. Here goes Jordan Bryant, who could be playing in his last game as a Midwestern Horned Owl. He does have a deal breaker for pro potential, and our grade is not very good in that category. We have not had a player ever go pro, so he might end up transferring away after this season, and this could be his final game with us. First down picked up by Darrell Leff, and now Fry is going to connect with Devin Glover over the middle of the field, who is playing in his last game for sure, of not only his time here as a Midwestern Horned Owl, but in his college career. Third down, Fry spinning to his left with nobody open, and he's going to do something he's been doing a lot more lately, and that is run, and do it successfully, picking up a first down at the 35 of App State. Here is Darrell Leff. He is going to get a block from Jordan Bryant, and Leff has a first down, but it is going to be called back, it looks like, due to holding on Russell Moore, our senior tight end. So that'll whip that nice run off the board. Back at the 41. It's a toss left side to Jordan Bryant. He's got some lead blockers out in front of him. He gets a block from Bobby Woods, and Jordan Bryant is taking it all the way. A 41-yard touchdown run for Jordan Bryant in what could be his final game. As a Midwestern Horned Owl, he is going to deliver the lead in their first ever bowl game, giving them a 7-0 lead in the first quarter. So App State down by a touchdown. Their quarterback Billy Wiles is going to go down the field this time and hook up with Grant Tucker. Sophomore wide receiver had 7 touchdowns in the regular season, which led this App State offense. A run to the right side, and there goes Alexander. Kamani Alexander behind the Midwestern defense, showing off that great speed. And the sophomore running back takes it in from 52 yards out to tie this game all up at 7. Already under 3:30 to go in the first quarter of this Bahamas Bowl. Avery Sizer, the big freshman running back, goes off left tackle and picks up a first down. But this is going to be called back due to holding on a fellow freshman in George McLeod, who is redshirted, getting a chance to play here in this bowl game. He is a great run blocker, just not so much on that play. Midwestern dialing up a screen on 2nd and 19, and Jordan Bryant is going to spin by a defender, picking up 15 yards and making it 3rd and manageable. Butt right look on 3rd and 4. A blitz on the way. Fry gets the pass off in time, and he might have been better off not getting it off in time. It's picked off by Elijah McCantos, and he takes it back for the pick 6. So App State is going to jump the pass and take the lead, making it 14-7 in the first quarter. App State's off to a good start with the lead here in this bowl game. Midwestern trying to tie the game back up. They put the ball in the hands of Jordan Bryant, who's already nearing 100 yards on the ground. During just the first half alone. Bryant is going to swing the ball his way. He'll make a catch, and he's going to juke by 2 App State defenders to get a first down. 4 catches, 35 yards, so a great game brewing here for Jordan Bryant. Fry checking this one down to C.J. Carter, and he's got a first down going down just across midfield. The shotgun on 1st and 10. A 4-man rush from the Mountaineers. Fry scanning, going down the field. It is caught by, that is the true freshman tight end, Joey Hammer. And he's at the 18, putting Midwestern in the red zone. Now back at the 23 after a loss of 4. Fry checking this one down. It is Jordan Bryant dropping it. He had a little bit of room there to run after making a catch, but he drops it. Third down. Fry with time. He's going to step up. Moving to his right. There's no receiver on that side of the field, though, and he's got nowhere to throw it. So he's just going to walk it out of bounds at the 15. And on comes Steven Spears on 4th and 7 to attempt a 32-yarder. His kick from the right hash is good. The Midwestern is going to make it 14-10. Not the way you wanted to end that drive, but at least they do get some more points on the board. Here goes Alexander, who had that long touchdown run earlier. He'll pick up a first down at the 31. 2nd and 8. They go to pistol. The fake to Alexander. Sitting back there as Wiles. He's going to be strip sacked. It is Jimmy French knocking it out. He's going to pick it up, stumble, and take it back. He's doing it all himself. Scoring the touchdown here, giving Midwestern the lead in the second quarter. He was actually a high school teammate back in the day, I guess just last year, of Darrell F. They both went to Racine, Wisconsin, or are from there, I should say, because there are 6 high schools in that town. So they just happen to go to the same high school and get recruited to go to the same college, being Midwestern. Loss of 3 forced by the Midwestern defense. It seems to be picking up their play here in the second quarter. Alexander is going to go to his left and make it 3rd and short as he's up to 84 yards on the ground. 3rd and 1. They're going to hand it off to 31, and he's going down in the backfield. Taylor Sanzenbacher, the true freshman, ends the drive. Player of App State. Midwestern looking to add on with under 2 minutes to go in the half. Here is Joey Hammer. He is out of bounds up at the 40-yard line on his second catch of the game. 5 wide look from Midwestern. Fry. He's going to lob this one deep down the field. It is one-on-one for Terrence Miles. He'll go up and make the catch deep in App State territory. And the junior wide receiver makes a goal to go. Second goal from the 9. Jordan Bryant following Shad Green. He's got a path to the end zone, but he can't get in. He's going to be denied. Down to 1 he goes. 3rd and goal, a big back. Number 3, Avery Sizer. He's going to try to get in himself, but he can't. He'll be denied, and that'll make it 4th down. Midwestern, they're going to go for it. A field goal doesn't do really a ton. They give it to Sizer, and he's in this time. A rushing touchdown for Avery Sizer, his 10th of his true freshman season. The All-American true freshman is going to give Midwestern a 10-point lead at the end of the second quarter. Midwestern with the ball early in the third quarter. Fry on 3rd and 5. He is going to do it again. He's going to use his legs to get another first down, and this time he's going to pick up a lot more. They can get to the 44 of the Mountaineers. You gotta love seeing that from Forrest Fry, not seeing anything open down the field, but still being able to create a big play using his legs. There is George Barr, another fellow true freshman on this team that we're hoping can have a big impact for us next season. Joey Hammer on 3rd and short, can't come up with it. Ball got knocked out the last second. Midwestern are going to go for it again on another 4th down in no man's land. This time it is Jordan Bryant being the target of the pass, and he'll make the catch and make his way to the 22. Back under center is Forrest Fry. He's going to fake a handoff to Bryant. Take a shot to the end zone. It is caught by George Barr. And for Forrest Fry, he now has 20 passing touchdowns in his true freshman season. And that one, it goes to George Barr, his 2nd receiving touchdown this year. 31-14, midway through the third quarter. The Mountaineers of Appalachian State are trying to put together a good drive to get back into this game. 3rd down. Wiles. He's going to lob this one deep down the field with a man behind the defense. It is a bit underthrown, but it doesn't matter for Dalton Stroman, who got behind Byron Washington and has a huge gain. Alexander to his left. He is wrapped up and brought down by Wyatt Van Horn, who has been relatively quiet today. Only 2 TFLs. We're used to him making a lot more of those per game, it feels like. 3rd down. A pass deep down the field is dropped. Another man got behind our defense, and that time it was Mekhi Jackson unable to come up with it. On comes their kicker, Jackson Moore, to try a 57-yarder. And his kick is good. A career long for him. Feels like every kicker we've been facing lately is setting a career long against us. What are we, the Minnesota Vikings of college football? Seems like they always give up career longs. Here is a long run. That is Darrell Leff turning the corner and making it to the 47 of App State. On 2nd down, Fry is going to go to his left. There is Darrell Leff making the catch, and he's down inside the 30. Not only is he a good runner, but he's a pretty good pass catcher. And I'm very excited to see what we could get out of Darrell F next season. A sack is going to happen here on 1st and 10. A loss of 12 as Nate Johnson gets to Forrest Fry. 3rd and 22. Here's Fry. Stepping up into pressure, and he's hit as he let it go. It's going to be incomplete. And in no man's land, it's too far to go for it. Too far to kick a field goal, so Midwestern punts it away. App State down by a couple of scores. It's going to be a quick pass, right side, caught by Jack Kelly. And that is his first catch of his college career. The redshirt freshman is a first down. Wiles looking to throw again. Really can't run the ball too much when you're down by multiple scores in the 4th quarter. A good catch is going to be made on the sideline by Dalton Stroman. Already across midfield. They are going to keep it on the ground here. And Alexander is going to wiggle his way up to the 39 for a gain of 6. 3rd and 4. Wiles making a change at the last second. And it's going to work out for him. It looked like he told Tucker to make a quick route there, knowing a blitz was going to come. He had to have that out route ready. And it'll be a first down for App State. And another as Alexander is over 100 yards on the ground. He's up to the 11. 1st and 10 for App State. A blitz on the way. A quick pass right side into traffic is caught by Stroman, who's up to the 5-yard line. He's having a pretty good game, up to 6 catches now. 3rd down, a quick pass is going to be dropped by Tucker to make it 4th and 2. But App State, they're going to go for it on 4th down. A field goal does nothing for them. It's a fake from Wiles. He's under pressure and down he goes. He gets sacked by Malik Jefferson. The senior safety is going to force a turnover on downs. Midwestern in danger of giving the ball right back, facing 3rd and 10. Fry is going to overthrow Terrence Miles, who had a step on his defender. And Midwestern is going to give the ball right back, going 3 and out. So Appalachian State down by a couple of scores. They take over at midfield. A pass is going to be hung on to by Stroman, who's had a great game. Up to 7 catches for 97 yards. That was a really tough catch made against Byron Washington. And here's a first down picked up by Mekhi Jackson, who only had 6 catches on the season coming into this game. He had a bad drop earlier. Makes a nice catch there and has a first down. Here is Tucker. He'll get a block from Stroman, and he's going to score. And Appalachian State is going to make things interesting in the 4th quarter as they make this a 1-score game. So Midwestern only up by 7. They have to put together a good drive here and at least pick up a couple of first downs. Jordan Bryant will pick up 1 as he's up to the 28 and now has over 100 yards on the ground. They are going to try him again, and this time Appalachian State is ready for it. They're going to tackle him behind the line of scrimmage and make it 3rd and 12. Midwestern going 5 wide. They're going to try and throw it. Fry moving to his right, buying as much time as possible. He'll make a throw on the move, and it's going to work out. Jordan Bryant with a big catch and first down. Midwestern really needed that because now they can fill some more time. Fry throwing again, and Russell Moore is going to make a catch, but he's out of bounds, and that will stop the clock. But at least he has a gain of 19. Just 2 minutes to go in the 4th quarter. Fry lobbing this one to the end zone where he's got him all alone. It is C.J. Carter, and Midwestern is going to make Appalachian State pay for selling out too much against the run. They go up top and make it 38-24 in the 4th quarter. App State still has all their timeouts and about 2 minutes to try and make some stuff happen. And we know that plenty of things can happen in college football with this much time left. A big pickup by Dalton Stroman, who's had a great game. From midfield, it's a screen to Alexander, who gets some good blocking. And instead of going out of bounds, he cuts inside. That is going to waste some time. I know about a minute to go in the 4th quarter. Wiles, quick right side, hits Larkins. The big tight end is going to make it goal to go as he's up to the 9-yard line. Under a minute to go in the 4th quarter. Wiles, plenty of time back there. He's going to throw to the end zone, and it's caught. Dalton Stroman adds on to his great game. And Appalachian State keeps things interesting. They make it a 1-score game late. And now they're going to try for an onside. This is really their only chance. They only have 1 timeout remaining, so they have to get the ball back here. The onside kick is up in the air and pulled down by Gabe Newcomb. And Midwestern is going to be able to kneel this one out, and they will win their first ever bowl game, winning the Bahamas Bowl over Appalachian State by a final score of 38-31. So we do a pretty good job here of getting some playing time to a lot of our younger players to see what we have in the future with some of them, but also we're able to send these seniors out on a high note, along with potentially, of course, Jordan Bryant, who could transfer after this season due to pro potential not being our best grade. The defense, it wasn't great overall, but we got some splash plays. Of course, the big one out of Jimmy French, who had the strip sack and took it back himself. Taylor Sanzenbacher, his skill caps may not be very good, and he might not get a ton better, but he continues to impress every time he's out there. The defense wasn't great overall, though. The offense was solid. The offensive line surprisingly played well. Forrest Fry missed a couple of throws, but was good in general, I would say. And did have some drops from our receivers that didn't help out Forrest Fry. The run game, it did what it usually does, and that is carry us to a win. So we finished the season 9-5 and have a bowl game win under our belts now. Last season we went 5-7 and did not make a bowl game, so I would say this year went much better, of course. The offense, it finishes 55th in the nation in scoring in terms of points per game. We averaged 28.1 points per game. That was third best in the conference, if you are wondering. The offense, not an elite season out of them, but not a bad year. Forrest Fry, I would have loved to have seen his completion percentage be better than a 58, but it's not really his fault entirely that it's that low. We had a lot of drops. He also had a lot of pressure put on him and was forced to throw the ball away or take even more sacks than he already did. The offensive line was not very impressive this year. We had way too many holding calls go against us and give up 31 sacks. Now, not all of those 31 are on them. Some of them are covered sacks, but they did get quite a bit of sacks and had too many holding penalties. The pass catching group had a lot of drops, like I said. We had 41 drops this season. Need to have a much better year out of our pass catchers next year. And then the running game. That was really our strong point all season long. We had a great 1-2 puncher, Jordan Bryant and Avery Sizer to LF. He mixed in somewhat along with Forrest Fry. And that could have been the last game in Jordan Bryant's career, but the future looks bright even if we do not have him because we have Darrell F. and Avery Sizer. The defense, it had a huge improvement. Last year, we gave up 37.4 points per game over 12 games. This year, we gave up 24.4 points per game, a massive improvement. We finished 71st in total points allowed this season. We will have to replace quite a bit of production from the defense. DeMarcus Perkins, he had 45 TFLs and 16.5 sacks over these last two seasons, and he's going to be really missed. We do have some young, promising edge rushers, but none of them have really done a ton over the full length of a season yet. Wyatt Van Horn, another leader from our defense, is going to be gone. He exits with 227 tackles and 36 TFLs over the last 2 years. Max King and also Byron Washington are going to be gone, two of our top cornerbacks. There's also our two safeties that we like to use, both at strong safety in the 4-2-5, and Malik Jefferson and Anton McDonald. So a lot of production is going to be gone from this defense, and we're going to have to find ways to replace them. Recruiting has not gone well in the secondary, and that is really my biggest concern with this team heading into next year at this moment. Steven Spears had a solid season, making 78% of his kicks, much better than what we got out of Aaron Farr last year, which was only 56% as his make percentage. We're going to be looking for a new punter, Elliott Redmond, not very good, and he's already capped out when it comes to kick power, so that stinks for him. But I want to go over some of the key players that we're going to be losing a little bit more. Jordan Bryant, he might end up transferring away, and if he does, he will finish his Midwestern career with 1,961 rushing yards, 16 rushing touchdowns, 1,425 receiving yards, and 5 receiving touchdowns, which equals 3,386 total yards and 21 total touchdowns over the last 2 seasons. We also may end up, or no, we will end up losing our top 3 wide receivers overall wise, and of course CJ Carter, Devin Glover, and Jason Toon. Our 2 starting guards in James Hoover and Chad Green are also going to be gone. So production on offense is going to be gone as well. We're going to have to find some new players. They're going to be asked to step up. We have some good players on the roster already, especially at running back that I'm excited for. But maybe Jordan Bryant will end up coming back, and maybe we will get one more season out of him. The defense, we talked about it, losing Wyatt Van Horn and DeMarcus Perkins, two of our captains on the defensive side of the ball. We have a lot of young players that have a chance to step up if they can have big off seasons. It would really help us out. The secondary is a position group that really does concern me, though. We have not recruited well at cornerback and might only have a couple of cornerbacks on the roster next year. Safety is also a massive concern because we run a 4-2-5 and we might end up not being able to field enough defensive backs to run a 4-2-5. Let's go to National Signing Day, early National Signing Day, that is. We have a couple of commits now, 5 of them in total. And if you're wondering where our recruiting class ranks, it is 120th. So not very good, and still a long way to go if we want to make this team into a really good one next year. We are going to end up losing our offensive coordinator from these last 2 seasons in Avery Waller. He is going to be heading to Utah to be their offensive coordinator. So good luck to him. We'll have to check out how Utah is doing at some point next season. Hopefully I remember. The new offensive coordinator is Vinny Moore, who has a pro-style offensive scheme, the same one as Avery Waller. His pipeline is Kentucky. Not great. It won't help us a ton. There really wasn't that many better options of the coaches that we could hire to be our new offensive coordinator. Most of his points are put into tactician, and a lot of them are put into running back and offensive line, which should be our main focus of the offense, as it really has been to begin this dynasty anyway. He does dabble a little bit in recruiting and motivator, helping us out a little bit even on recruiting defensive players. So not a bad offensive coordinator that we have here in Vinny Moore. I am looking at making some slight changes to the playbook for year number 3 of this dynasty. We'll take out some formations that we don't use and put in some new ones in order to freshen up the offense a little bit. The Ohio State Buckeyes have won the national championship, beating the Florida State Seminoles 31-23. For us, that is going to be all for year number 2 of this Midwestern Dynasty. In the next episode, we'll get through the entire offseason and hopefully come away with a much better team, even though we were pretty decent this year. If you guys are enjoying this series, let me know down below in the comments section. Like this video to help this series out, and subscribe to the channel if you have not already. Thanks for watching this one, and I will see you in the next one.